Hello, my name is Jennifer Alejandra Rodriguez Montoya. I am a student of 9 academic period at UNAD in the program of Bachelor of English, and today I want to talk about my teaching practice experience. It was a new and enriching experience. I have the opportunity to work with primary students from 3rd to 5th grade in Diego Omar Garcia School in San Vicente del Caguán. It was a beautiful and eye-opening experience because I learned a lot and I learned a lot of things. As for example, I discovered about teaching English that many students don't like English, not because it's hard, but not because it's hard or because they don't like. It's because the experiences that they have with the teaching process is not good. Or the teacher don't use good strategies to teach English. For example, in the school where I was doing my practice process, I saw that teachers who are Bachelor of Spanish, for example, have a degree in Spanish, they teach all the topics or all the areas or all the subjects to the students. For example, they teach not only Spanish, they must teach English, they must teach nature, they must teach socials, and it's very difficult for the teachers teach all that words because they are professional in other area. And it's important to create, it's important to have a good attitude while we are teaching English. How I made the difference? I use fun and dynamic activities as bilingual bingo, memory games with flashcards, group work, and the reaction of the students was amazing and positive. Why I implement or why I apply these kind of activities? Because students used to receive or to obtain English classes, but they didn't have dynamic activities while they were learning English. For example, a teacher says to them, copy these words in Spanish and translate it to English, but they didn't do with them dynamic activities, and for that reason I apply this kind of activities during my teaching process at the institution. Now with my students, to know my students, I did many activities. I apply diagnostic text. I apply a Google Forms to know their interest, a survey by Google Forms. I found that I need to start with them from zero. I start teaching to them personal pronouns, animal greetings, adjectives, family members, animals, and other topics. As you can see here, we did a crafty with the topic of animals. It was a wonderful experience for me and for my students. I tried to teach the students through play. I tried to use visual aids, games, and group activities because according to the results of the survey and the diagnostic text, I realized that they learn better with these kind of activities. And I learned that we need to teach English with empathy, with creativity, and energy, with passion. This practice confirmed my passion for teaching, and it was a wonderful experience. It was amazing. I have never been with primary school students, but it was a wonderful experience. They are really nice, really kind. And when I finished my practice process, the students told me goodbye, but they give me this kind of gifts. They make for me letters. They gave me a cake for me, only for me. All the students gave me letters. They didn't want that I went of the institution, but I finished my practice process, and it was an excellent experience. It was my experience. Thank you very much for listening to me. God bless you. Bye bye.